I'm Paul Carroll, the editor-in-chief at ITL. I'm talking with Lisa Dethridge, who is the COO of CertFocus. And I'd begin, Lisa, by asking you just to state the dimension of the problem when it comes to certificates of insurance.
Companies have a lot of companies that they work with, vendors, suppliers, and subcontractors. And they want to make sure that those companies have their own insurance in place so that if there is something that goes wrong whenever they're working for them, that their insurance is going to take place.
Sure.
The difficulty in that is in the contract, there's a lot of legal language that the layman doesn't understand. So that whenever a company signs a contract, they don't always realize what they're getting involved in when they're tracking certificates of insurance.
Right.
And so they have people in-house that are reviewing those certificates. But usually it's the secretary, someone who has no insurance knowledge whatsoever, and individuals who really that's just a little side job that they're giving to them. But when you're talking to companies that have thousands of vendors and you have one secretary who's trying to manage all of that, what we're finding is that most of the time they're just receiving a piece of paper and putting it into a binder and hoping that everything is okay.
Okay.
And that's really one of the biggest issues that we're seeing right now.
Because that creates significant exposure, right?
That is correct, yes. Because if a company doing business with you does not have adequate insurance and one thing goes wrong, that could be a huge $1 million claim or larger. And that can have a huge impact on the organization for something that really would have been simple to manage if they'd had the resources to do it properly.
So I believe you've told me that something like 70% of the certificates as a result of this crazy management process are invalid at companies, and there must be lots of certificates.
Right, that's correct. I mean, you could have a company that has 20,000 certificates, and they end up having 70% or higher that are non-compliant.
Okay. So what you've been pushing is the idea that people ought to use technology to do a lot of the basic management, the cross-checking and that sort of thing, right? So then the humans can get involved and can do the sort of stuff that we humans do best.
Yes, because what we found is that technology alone is not the solution. Technology will allow us to identify areas within a document that do not meet the requirements. So what we found is if we're able to put what are the specific insurance requirements in a format that allows the human being to be able to monitor it more closely, that we're getting a better result.
Do you have an example of a success story?
Sure, absolutely. So one of our clients that we have was using actually a different process. They had a vendor that they were reviewing certificates through, but they weren't comfortable with what was going on. And that particular system would simply send out an email or mail a letter out to somebody and ask them to submit the documentation. But their compliance ratio, they were told, was 63%. When we onboarded that account, we found that actually they were at 7% compliance.
Oops.
Yeah, exactly. And so what we did is we installed the information within the system. We used the technology to help pinpoint those areas where the certificate did not meet the requirements. And then we had individuals reach out to those companies and their brokers to get those certificates back into compliance. And today, that client is 98% compliant on an ongoing basis.
Wow. So technology marches on. Where do you see your technology? Where do you see the capabilities being 2, 4, or 5 years from now or whatever?
Well, what I see is really a connectivity more between the insurance carriers and systems like CertFocus. Because right now we're still dealing in the paper documents that are being sent by the brokers as certificates of insurance.
Okay.
But there should be a connectivity between the insurance carrier that funnels the information directly into software companies like us.
Absolutely.
Where we're really validating endorsements and policy detail very quickly for our clients rather than having the bottleneck of the insurance broker issuing the paper out to us that we have to manage.
Which will drop costs while
correct.
increasing reliability.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, that's great. Thanks, Lisa.
Thank you.